I'd like to say Dvar Torah in English, parshas Shalach ENGLISH. What was the machlokas between Moshe Rabbeinu and the Meraglim? Why did Moshe Rabbeinu ask, yes, to send the Meraglim, not to send the Meraglim? Why did the Meraglim go against Moshe Rabbeinu? What is the nekuda of the inyan of this parsha? Of course, we all know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave Avraham Avinu Eretz Canaan. Eretz Canaan, it's Eretz Tzol. HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Avraham Avinu, leave Choron, lech lecha mi'artzecha mi'latzecha mi'beis avicha, go to the country which I'm telling you where to go, and I want you to come to over there, Eretz Canaan. V'ratzta hayom v'keimo, tzavoinu v'negmo. Eretz Tzol is the land of Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu told us. It belongs to us. And the Meraglim Tainet, it's not like that. The Meraglim Tainet, since there was Chet HaEgel, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is annoyed with us. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is angry with us. If HaKadosh Baruch Hu is angry with us, then we can't come to it. So we have to stay in the desert. All different reasons. In the old form, it's brought down that they gave like parshanut. Parshanut means they said, nah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't really mean you come to Etzol. It means you have to carry on going like a yo-yo around the midbar for the next 39 years. And because these Meraglim spoke against, they sit in Svar Magdoshim, they spoke against three inyonim, spoke against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, spoke against Avraham Avinu, and spoke against Eretz Yisrael. So Lashon Hara against Eretz Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael Yosfer. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought them Levias, not because there was Levias every day, in order that the Meraglim, in order that the Anokim, the giants, will not bump into these Meraglim, which looks like different people. Where did they come from? The Gemara brings down, and one saw brought down, one of them before him. Once a daughter of a giant ate an apple, and she threw the peel down on the floor. The Meraglim came to the giant's house, and they heard or they saw that the giant is coming along. They all quickly went into the apple like a cave. And the daughter took the peel of the apple, and she didn't want the father to come home and see the apple on the floor, the peel of the apple on the floor. She picked it up, she took the peel, and she threw it away somewhere. With the Meraglim inside, they looked like ants. Bekitzer comes to see us, what kind of chumrah is a person speaks against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, a person speaks against Avraham Avinu, and a person speaks against Eretz Yisrael. Also, limud for us to say today, if someone asks you how's it, so it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country. You have to know how to talk and how to be meshabeach Eretz Yisrael and Eretz Canaan. We also see on this week's parshas Shalach ENGLISH, that since the Meraglim said we have to stay in the midbar, the Meforshim bring down Yom Lashono, 40 days they went. 40 days is 40 years. They have to go around in the midbar for 40 years. They will not come to Eretz Yisrael. I remember a similar story, of a Yid which once came back from New York, and he bought his sister-in-law a present. Bought his sister-in-law like a baby girl, like baby clothes or something, with pants and a shirt which looks the same color, and socks for a child of a year old, 1.5 years old. So she bought it she came back from New York. She especially went to a baby store in Manhattan until she found the store, until she found a parking place, till she went up to the 6th floor, to the 10th floor, till she bought something for the sister-in-law. She comes back home, and she brings it to her, and she tells her, here, I bought you a present for your child. Your child's 1.5 years old, he's 2. Here, I bought you like a baby suit with little pants, short pants, and a colored shirt, and it fits together. So the sister-in-law said, nah, I don't want it. I got nothing to do with it. What you bought me from Manhattan, I can buy over here. And it's on a Shuk Machane Yehuda in the market. I don't need you to bring this thing. What's it worth? Nothing. But if you want, I'll take it. Alpha became, I'll take it. So the person which bought it said, no. Since you puzzled what I bought you, you cannot say you'll take it anyway. Since you told me it's worth nothing, you don't deserve to get this present from me. If someone talks against Eretz Yisrael, if someone talks against a matana, someone brings someone a watch, or a gold watch, or a silver watch, or something else, and he tells them, I bought you a present, accept it, take it in, do what you want with it afterwards. The guy will tell you, what do you say about my present? Psst, have no words. I was mamish waiting for this present. You made me so happy. The guy doesn't have to know if you use it, you do use it, you don't use it. You be clever. You take in the present, and you tell him, you mamish bought it. I needed it so urgently, as mamish, you saved my life by bringing me this thing, what you bought me. And what happened to these Meraglim? HaKadosh Baruch Hu told them, since you don't want to get the present which I want to give to you, you carry on being in the midbar for the next 39, 40 years, and every little Tisha B'Av, 15,000 people died. They went into the grave. What kind of Asubo Reb Chatzkel Levenstein brings down? What kind of Misa V'Shuna is this? A person comes to the base oilom. So you bury someone in the ground who's died already. He's died. He's not here. You put him into the ground. Imagine putting someone in the ground who's alive. And he doesn't know when the Malach HaMovis is coming. He has no idea when the Malach HaMovis will come. Will he go away? Will he die that year? Will he won't die that year? Because every year all these people which came to the certain age went into the ground. Not everyone came out. Some came out, some didn't. They waited for that night to go past of Tisha B'Av. What kind of Misa Mishuna is it? And what happened to the Nazis? Everything started Tisha B'Av, Kristallnacht, Nazis, Inquisition. Terrible stories happened to Chodesh Av, all because of one reason. That the Meraglim said, Eretz Ochedes Yeshver, it's better to stay in the desert. We don't have to go to Israel. We don't have to go to Eretz Yisrael. We can stay where we are. It makes no difference what the reason is, because they had Nesias. But the HaKadosh Baruch Hu says that Eretz Yisrael is the best place to be. Baruch Hashem, you see people come to Eretz Yisrael the whole time. This morning I davened in Shul, and I went up to a Yid and I asked him, Shalom Aleichem, wie kommt der Yid? So he told me, ich come from New York. Yes, I come from New York. I'm here for vacation for a few weeks. Baruch Hashem. I said, how wonderful. You should have a lovely stay and be well and be matzliach. You come to Eretz Yisrael. It's different. Every day you have duchening, Baruch Hashem. Every day you see Kedusha Sa'oret. You live here. A person lives in Eretz Yisrael for 1 minute. He's mechaper, as the Gemara Makkah says. If a prisoner runs away from Eretz Yisrael to Chutz La'aretz, the shaila is if you bring him back or not. But if he's a prisoner, as the Gemara brings down the Makkah, and he runs away from Chutz La'aretz to Eretz Yisrael, you don't take him back to Chutz La'aretz. Why? Schus Eretz Yisrael. He has the schus of Eretz Yisrael. We now in Eretz Yisrael, we have a capability of coming to Eretz Yisrael, of living in Eretz Yisrael, Be'ezrat Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should help everyone. Everyone should have all his best needs, and we should all be Zocher Zayin, Be'ezrat Hashem, or Voletzi in Goyel, and we should all be Zocher Zayin to come to Eretz Yisrael, and be in Eretz Yisrael, Be'ezrat Hashem, to be Meshabech at Eretz Yisrael, say good words about the country, Be'ezrat Hashem, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will redeem us and take us out of Golus and bring us all back. Yisrael Echo B'Achmim Tosov, Binyan Beis HaMikdash, Begula Shleimo, Bimhera V'Yomeinu, Omen V'Omen.